Hey everyone!
Hi everyone!
Welcome to the announcement of our brand new series.
Yeah, we're doing an Egglocke again!
It's going to be on Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, the first big series we had on our PairOfExiles channel.
That, and it's double length of the normal series because you've got to get all 16 badges.
So that means you guys are going to get plenty of videos from this series and plenty of time to see all the Egglocke Pokemons that you can send us.
Yep, but we need you to send in the eggs, that's the point of this video.
Exactly, and the way we are going to do that is you can make 2 eggs, however they have to be for each of us. If you make 2 eggs, you can send 1 to MrsExile and 1 to me, but you cannot send 2 eggs to MrsExile or 2 eggs to me.
If you do that, we'll only pick one of them. It is mainly to save space and to make the amount of eggs we've each got even.
Yeah, that's just the way we want it to work. And as always, people always say with Egglocks you can add the moves on. We are going to say they have to have their level 1 moves and they are allowed to have 1 egg move. No TM moves and only the 1 egg move.
Other than that, they're illegal and we won't be using them in the series.
Exactly, and they have to comply with the Gen 4 rules. So I don't want anybody sending a Pokemon that has Gen 5 egg moves, because Gen 5 egg moves didn't exist back when that game came out, obviously.
Yep. Also, we don't want any Gen 5 or Gen 6 Pokemon.
Yeah, no Gen 5, Gen 6 eggs, obviously, because they won't be able to be imported into the game. This will be Heart Gold, Soul Silver. It won't be like Sacred Gold and Storm Silver. It's just regular old Heart Gold and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. God. So make sure you stick around for the video because later on I'm going to explain to you exactly how to make your eggs and where to send your eggs as well.
Yeah, then we're going to be sending them to, well, you're going to be sending them to PairOfExiles at hotmail.co.uk.com rather. It's going to be in the description. Don't listen to me, look at the description.
Yeah, so it'll be in the description. I'll mention it again probably at the end of the explanation of how to make your eggs and stuff like that. But yeah guys, stick around to see that and we'll see you all soon. Hey guys, so I'm just going to quickly show you how to make the eggs. It's actually pretty simple, so I'm not going to go too much into depth for it. But as you know, we're doing Heart Gold, Soul Silver, so it has to be only Gen 4 Pokemon. No Pokemon that was introduced in Black and White, Black and White 2. If you can make X and Y eggs and Aurus eggs, more power to you, but none of them for us, please. So when you first open Pokegen, which you can download by Google searching Pokegen, I'll leave the link to it in the description below. You can just go to, you have to open it up, this will come up, Options, Target Game, and set it to Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because that's the game that we're doing. So that's a big step right there. Next, you put in the Pokemon you went to send us. Please make sure that it is the base evolution of that Pokemon, including Pokemon such as Snorlax and Munchlax and all those other ones. Even if you can hatch a Snorlax or hatch a, what's the other one, Marill or stuff, we want stuff like Azurill and Munchlax so we can evolve them into that. So for the sake, I'm just going to put Zubat because Zubat's awesome. You put in the nickname that you want, so you put Fat Bat or whatever you want, and make sure that you click this box. If you don't check that box, chances are it's not going to work. Next, you click on this F at the top, right here, Find PID. You click on that. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky if you don't actually know anything about Pokemon. These are your IVs. If you don't know what you're doing, just set them all to 31. If you do know what you're doing, feel free to set the IVs to anything you want. Doesn't really matter, that is completely up to you. Let me just finish doing that. 31, 31, 31, 31. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Just leave all that as regular, all that as regular. Here you can check if you want it to be shiny or not. If it's blank, it's not going to be shiny. If it's a check mark, most likely not going to be shiny. If it's shaded, I think that's the most chance of it being shiny, but there's no guarantee. I'll say that right now, there's no guarantee. Here you pick if you want it to be gender male or female, doesn't really matter, it's up to you. Abilities, right. It says 1 and 2. This is where you're definitely going to have to check your stuff. You have to go on to Cerebi.com or Bulbapedia. You have to go on something that's some kind of Pokemon database. I'm sure any of you guys know them by now, but just go on to one. I'll leave a couple in the description below. You have to go on there. Number 1 will be their regular ability, and number 2 will be their second abilities. There are no hidden abilities in this game. Hidden abilities did not exist by this time, I'm pretty sure. So just pick number 1 or number 2. The first or the second, no hidden abilities. I think Zubat's is like Inner Focus and what's the other one? Infiltrator, that's one. Here you set the nature you want. Again, up to you. You can Google search what they are, adamant. And then you just click search. That's all okay right there. You click on the top option that comes out and you press OK. And you press OK again. And then that comes up. Do not change that number. That number has to stay pretty samey. Pretty same. Happiness, I can't remember. Do you have to leave it at 1? Represents the number of steps you'll take. Hatch, not exactly. Happiness value. I think you leave it at 0. I'm not sure. I'm going to double check right now. Hold on. Yeah, guys, so just leave the happiness as 0. For held item, if it needs a particular item to evolve, such as if you want us to have a Jolteon, you have to send us an Eevee. Make sure you put it as holding a Thunderstone or something. Or if it's a Sneasel, give it the Razor Claw so it can evolve into a Weavile. If it needs to evolve with an item, give us the item for it. Very important. Right, abilities. Again, Bulbapedia, Cerebi, check which ability it is, check it's legal. If it's not legal, it's not being used and just going to be put in a illegal box, never to be used ever again. Infiltrator didn't exist in this gen, I never knew. So it'd have inner focus then. Whoop. None of this really matters. Check the egg box at the bottom. Possibly the most important thing ever. Click egg. Egg. Click it. Otherwise it's not going to work. If it's not an egg, we're not taking it. And the attacks, the part where everyone likes to get involved. Just check stats are okay. Yeah, stats are fine. So, eggs, or moves rather. You go onto again, Cerebi or Bulbapedia. You're going to be spending a lot of time on those websites. Find its egg moves. Pretty sure Zubats are Leech Life. I think it just has Leech Life at level 1. If I could spell Leech Life, that would be great. So what, I'm just going to use the drop down menu. Leech Life. I gone past it because I don't know the alphabet, my one weakness. Leech Life. Leech Life is its level 1 move. Then you can pick one egg move for it to have, but it has to be a Gen 4 egg move. No Gen 5 egg moves, no Gen 6 egg move, which means you need to go onto the Gen 4 Pokédex. Please make sure that is correct, because again, if it's illegal, we're not going to use it. So I think Zubat can get like Giga Drain or something as its egg move, so we just put Giga Drain in it for now. Drain. What? Really? Apparently Giga Drain doesn't exist. Giga Drain. Giga Drain, there we go. So do that. And you can give it PP ups if you want to, guys. That doesn't really mind. We don't really mind about that. I think again that's up to you. Leave that to fine, that's fine, that's fine. Just leave all that the same as it is. Then, after you've done all that, you click File, you click Save File As, whoops, my bad, Save Pokemon from Tabs rather, and it should come up with this. You need to save it as the .pkm file, do not save it as anything else, do not save it as anything else, and just call it file name, whatever, so MrsExile, or UnlawfulExile, depending on who you're sending the egg to, yeah? Then just send it to the email that's in the description. It's been on the screen before. It's PairOfExiles@hotmail.com. I'm saying it right now. Again, in the description. Make sure you follow these rules, otherwise we're not using your eggs. Can't wait for the start of the series, guys. We'll see you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.